this is Stéphanie from Málaga for your morning yoga. So today I want to focus on people who work behind their desk and usually have a lot of back pains. So there's a few things to know about how to relieve back pain. Most people would know that you need to stretch a certain way and you'll feel some release. This is partially true. It will help you feel some release, but it's only going to be temporary. The key thing is to also muscle your core. So that's why yoga is not just a one-time thing. You need to continue going, be part of a daily or at least weekly practice so that you won't have so many back pains anymore. So are you ready? Let's go. So today we're going to start in our child pose. So for that, you open your knees a little bit wider than your hips. You have your big toes touching. And then you're just going to relax with your forehead on the floor. And here you're going to start stretching a little bit your arms further. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. For each inhale, you're going to reach a little bit further. And exhale. One more time here. Inhale. And exhale. So here we're, landing on our mat, accepting the moment for ourselves. But at the same time, we're already stretching the lower back. So you want to make sure that you're not lifting your butt off your heels. And that when you're reaching further, everything stays. And it's a stretch, not just trying to move your position. And it shouldn't hurt. Just go until it's still comfortable. One more time. Inhale. Reach a little bit more. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to lift up our forehead and we're going to move both of our hands towards the left side. And start stretching the right side of your chest. Still, try to focus on having your butt staying on your heels or close to it. Inhale here. And exhale. The next inhale, we go back center and we move both of our hands to the right side. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And one more. Exhale. Inhale, come back center. And here we're going to start going on our 4. So in this pose, we're going to do a cat-cow. You need to make sure your knees are be right below your hips, so not too much forward, not too much back. And you close your knees a little bit more so that they're hip width apart. And then your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders. Same, not too front, not too back. And here we're going to start a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So what it means, like on the inhale, you're going to arch your back as much as you can and push your chest in between your hands. Look up. And on the exhale, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to round your back, move your gaze towards your nostril, and really try to remove the space, enlarge the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, curve, and your cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. It's the last one. Make it a good one. Now inhale, come back to a flat back. And here we're going to start now the core exercises. So one very, very easy that you can do, even if you only have 5 minutes a day, is to first stretch your right arm and at the same time your left leg. And here we're going to try to balance. Let's not move all the way. Let's try to keep all our back really flat Squeeze your tummy so you're not arching. It needs to be flat. And hold it here. If you find it easier, you can tuck your toes. Look in front of you so that you're also working your neck muscles. Inhale here. Exhale. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. If you feel that you're shaking, it's good. It means you're working. One more inhale. And a third exhale, you're going to crunch so that your knee and your elbow touch. You hold here. And then stretch again. Inhale. Exhale, touch. Inhale. Exhale, touch and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come back. Put your hand and your knee on the floor. Take a breath here. And we're going to do the other side. Inhale, stretch your left arm and your right foot. And here for the foot, I forgot to tell before, but try to have a really active feet. So you either want to point or you want to flex, but don't leave it hanging. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. The last one, we inhale. And exhale, we crunch and touch. Now inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, crunch and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Place it back. Okay, now from here, we're going to try to stretch a little bit the back a bit more. So you're going to leave your hips right above your knee. Don't move forward or back. And you're only going to move your hands forward. Maybe a little bit more, up to you. And from here, we're going to try to put our chest on the floor. It's puppy pose. Well, you see, it doesn't have to touch. You're just trying to touch. If it's super easy for you, then move your hands even more forward. If it's hard, just stay where you are. And then some people manage to put you can also put your chin on the floor or your forehead. What it feels like you are stretching your upper body, like in between shoulder, without feeling any sharp pain. Stay here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now come back up a little bit. And here we're going to take our right hand, opening it up. And then we're going to thread the needle. Meaning we place our arm in that hole that we created with the left one until the shoulder is on the floor. This is a very good twist. Stay here, inhale. If that is fine, you can also remove the weight on your left hand. And if you want, you can twist to put your hand in between your legs. Feeling of opening up of your shoulders and a twist in your back. Inhale here. And exhale. Let's relieve. Put back your left hand for support. Come back to center and let's switch. Open up the left arm up. And on exhale, thread the needle the other way until your shoulder rests on the floor. Inhale here. Again, you can open up the right arm. Place your hand in between your legs. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to our fours. So as I said, we need to do a mix of core strength and stretch. So now we're going back to the core. So we're going to do another round of cat-cow, but this time you're going to tuck your toes under and lift your knee about 3-4 centimeters off the floor. And from here, we'll do 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale around. Your knees need to stay lifted. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And on the last one, you're going to lift your hips towards the ceiling and go into your downward facing dog. Yeah. So that's maybe your first one of the day, so you might feel tight. So you may want to walk the dog so it's bent one knee, then the other. And here I'm going to spend some time explaining what a good downward dog is and why it's very important. So down dog is here to help you stretch many things. It helps you stretch your shoulders. So you want to push really your head in between your shoulders and have all this distance between your wrist and your hip in one line. So you're going to try to do that. In order to do that, sometimes you have to bend your knees. Actually, most people will start here, bend your knees so that at least your back is the one that's straight. But now we also want to stretch behind our legs, because when this part, your hamstrings, when they're too tight, this is what creates back pain, because your back is taking all the heavy load instead of your legs. So it's very important to stretch this part as well if you want to avoid further back pain. So and once your back is straight, trying to stretch your legs is going to be painful, but the more you do it, the better you'll feel about the legs, but more importantly, the lower back. You won't feel so many sharp pains here and there, or the miscomfort. So if you can only do one thing in your day, sometimes this is the only thing I can do, then it's a downward facing dog. And staying here, even for a few minutes, stretching one leg and the other. But what matters is really you're trying to have a V shape in your hips so that you really feel all the benefits. Your hands are active, you're pushing the floor away, and then more and more, you're going to stretch your leg. And maybe one day, your heels are going to touch the floor. We stay here, 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Now we're going to shift our body weight toward a plank, because we're going to do core now, as I said. So it's the first one. So to be nice with you, I'll allow you to put your knees on the floor. So we'll go to the modified chaturanga. So knees on the floor. You're going to bend your knees and advance your shoulders, pathing your hands until your chest touches the floor. And from here, untuck your toes, and you're going to slide forward in your baby cobra. So it's a baby because we're still quite low on our hands. And later on, if you want, you can start pushing until you get a full cobra. But let's stay in a baby cobra for now. And we're already going to start working our back again, the core muscles of our back. So from your baby cobra, you're going to lift up your hands. Easy, right? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, stretch your arms in front of you. And then we're going to start swimming. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now place your hands back. You should start feeling your back muscles working already. So we're going to relieve them with another child pose. Same as what we did at the beginning, just for a second. So anytime into any practice, if you feel that you need a rest, child pose is your go-to. Or if you're a little bit more advanced, you can also go back to your downward facing dog. It's very good as well to take a break. All right, so we're back in child pose. And now we're going to move our body weight forward, go back to our plank. And this time, no knees on the floor, we'll go to our real chaturanga. So real chaturanga, meaning you're going to pass your shoulders above your level of your wrists. And here you're going to try to go forward so much that your elbows are going to bend until 90 degrees. And when you're here, don't touch the floor and tuck your toes and push up to upward facing dog. Look at this guy. And on next inhale. And on exhale, lift up your hips, and go back to your downward facing dog. Again, it's all about the core muscles around the vertebrae, the columns. Inhale. And exhale one more time. We go to plank. We inhale here. And on exhale, we do to chaturanga again. Turn your feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, now one more, but this time with the knees on the floor. And we're gonna go to our chaturanga and stay down. Here we're gonna do something called crocodile pose that every student loves. You basically put your hand as a pillow and your head on it, and you rest for a second. Just release a little bit before we work more on our back muscles. All right. Now let's put both hands in front of us. And here we're going to start again working on the back muscles. On the inhale first, we're going to just lift both of our hands. Inhale, lift. And we stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. All of this like lifting from the floor, super good for straightening your back muscles. This is really what you need if you don't want to feel the recurring pain. One more breath here. And exhale, go back to your crocodile. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift both hands off the floor. Don't you feel like Superman here? Inhale. Exhale, go higher. Inhale. And exhale, crocodile. The next round, we're going to also lift both of our legs. When you're ready, let's go back facing the front. Inhale here. And exhale, lift both feet and both arms together and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest for 1 breath. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Higher. Inhale. Higher. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, release to your crocodile. So the next round for people who have very flexible back is to actually do the whole pose. But we won't do that today because we haven't really warmed up in the back bend, and that is not the goal of today's session. But that's kind of like a logical next step after warming up. From here, let's tuck your toes, put both hands next to your chest, lift up to your plank, and to your downward facing dog. We're almost done here for today. Right now we're going to walk towards our hands, and we're just going to do this passive stretch just like this. So you worked your back quite a lot. Now, as I said, very important, always try to stretch this back part of your muscles because it's directly linked to your lower back. Also stretch your lower back like we're doing now, or in the downward facing dog, or the different twists. But never forget to do all the core exercises as well. That's why you're just patching up, but you're not preventing it from reoccurring. Okay, now let's go to the floor so we can do Uttanasana to go with a little bit of workout. We go down, and at the end we press up to go to the boat pose. Boat pose, you want to use your core muscles in your belly. Make sure you're not arching your back or rounding it either. So it has to be like a nice V shape again. We hold it for 3, 2, and 1, and we're gonna lower it down, and here, stay here for 3, smile, and 1, let's go to the floor. So from here, there's one very good exercise for stretching your glutes and the back of your leg as well, and at the same time your back. So you're gonna put your right right foot on top of your left knee, and you're gonna grab, either you grab behind your leg like this if you can, or if it's a bit easy and you have more space, you can even grab behind your chin. And here you're gonna try to bring this towards your chest while keep on opening your leg. So here mostly you're gonna feel again the back of the leg and the glutes. Stay here, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Okay, let's place both of our feet on the floor and let's switch. Left foot on your right knee and grab where you can and pull towards you. Inhale. You can do that as long as it feels good. Okay. We're going to stop here for now. Do one last pose, which is the happy baby. So grab the out edge of your feet, place your hands inside your knees, and really try to pull your feet towards the floor and your knees towards the floor, framing your chest. You can even like swing a little bit from side to side if you want, it feels good. And try to have a really flat back on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we'll finish in Shavasana. And you feel free to stay here as long as you need. This is your moment to really relax, breathe, feel how your whole body feels after this routine, and get ready for your day. So I recommend, if you like it, you can stay here, take 2 or 3 minutes. But as of me, I'm gonna thank you all for watching this video. Hope to see you next time. And if you want to come in, you're in Malaga and you want to come practice with me in this beautiful outdoor space, then the link is in the description. Namaste.